sincere, sunny one so true. I love you. All right, pre-cards were definitely letting me know that it's giving lack, okay? It's giving, I want that old thing back. Come on, Ryan. And the thing is that, like, you cannot move to the future while you are squarely focused on the past, okay? So what I suggest to people, and I guess what we'll talk about today, is using the past as information only. You know, and I wrote that song the other day where I said, everything you're going through is really meant to grow you. It ain't supposed to hold you. And I sincerely believe that. Like, it's not supposed to hold you, because what happens is it's holding you hostage. It's holding you hostage in an energetic position that resembles and matches that past experience. That's what happens. Love in nature's fire. Somebody commented on me putting on oil yesterday, and I was like, boy, go away. You don't know what I'm trying to do. All right, so today's card, we have Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so here's what I have. Also, let's remember this is a full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the philosophical wisdom, the spiritual teacher, the spiritual guru, the one that is holding the knowledge and the wisdom. So remember that the opposite sign is in Gemini, which is the communicator. So in the same way that Sagittarius may hold the knowledge, Gemini is the knowledge seeker, which is why I'm always like, oh yes, let me research, let me just, because my moon and rising are in Gemini. Anyway, that is not what we came to talk about. So additionally, I had Venus. So Venus is in a conjunction with Uranus and the North Node. All of those planets are in a square to Saturn, which is indicative of love and money and material gains and things like that, being in a conjunction with Uranus. And Uranus is about awakening and rebellion. But the node, the North Node, is about our destiny and where we are trying to go and what we're trying to achieve in life. So it feels like being in a square with Saturn, like a no or a delay, which also the Page of Wands in reverse indicates a delay in your material success or desires. So here's what the message that came out. And also let's note that Mercury moves back into Gemini. So communication is going to be more like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let me say this thing. Let me do this thing. Yes. I am prepared to speak now. Now I feel like I have no restrictions. Okay. So not sure how to do this thing, but if you can figure it out, then you'll get your true freedom. Full moon in Sagittarius calls for freedom and wisdom of the way out. So what I'm seeing is definitely in the people that I've talked to, there's this realization coming through for myself too. And I talked about this yesterday, of how you have been mistreating yourself and possibly mistreating others and doing things to affect your reality, but not in a positive way. So it's like, what you gonna do? Barbecue or mildew? I keep saying that because at the new moon in Sagittarius, I asked that question because it's about taking action. Everybody wants to say what they're gonna do. Yeah, I have big dreams and visions of how I want my life to look and what I want to happen and this and that and the other thing. But when are you going to actually do it? And I'm not saying that I have been above this, because I have not. And you may see me now, you're like, oh, I see now she's posting this, she's doing this more consistently. Yeah, because I've been talking about this. I've been talking about it for a long time, but I wasn't actually doing it. Now, I was doing some things and I was trying some things and I was testing and I was, sort of putting my foot in the water. But it's time to dive in and it's time to go swimming. Okay? It's time to go swimming. No more playing on the edge. No more dancing around the shore. Get in the water. Okay? So that's really what this is about. So let's see what we can get more information on how to do the thing. How to do the thing. And it's funny, like, I think when I was trying to start making more consistent videos in December, you may remember I put out 2 of them, I think. And then I think my computer broke or something happened. And I was like, oh, I can't do this. It's not right. But it wasn't authentic either. Like, I didn't play any cards. I didn't pull any cards. I didn't channel any messages or... So they just gonna cut the grass right now. But we're gonna power through it. A lovely day. Lovely day. Alright. Anyway, I wasn't really doing it. I didn't do it. I quit on myself. But I'm back again 6 months later with the clearing of the energy that was blocking me from doing what I wanted to do previously, which was, oh, it's not perfect. Oh, it's not right. What are people going to say? They're going to judge me. They're going to be saying she don't know what she's talking about, blah, 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 all that shit. I ain't even worried about that shit because I'm showing up for myself. And the thing about it is, and I tell this to clients too, the people you worried about judging you do not know how to do what you can do. So how can they even check for validity? So you let imposter syndrome stop you from doing all kinds of things, but the people that you're worried about finding you out do not know how to do the shit that you can do. They don't even know how to gauge whether or not you know what you're talking about. So these are the people that you're letting stop you from your destiny. Okay? All right, so let's get some information on how to do the thing. Whatever the thing is. I am calling in the support of my angels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters, my heavenly Father, my Creator who lives in me. Hallelujah. I am at peace. I am at ease. I honor and see myself. I agree to find the path, stay the course, trust the process, and enjoy the journey. Amen. And let us remember, I am a magnet for a I am a magnet for financial abundance and opportunity. I guess I was going to say foundations of abundance, but no, that's my seminar, which I guess I'll bring back. I don't know. Y'all let me know if you need help manifesting and getting through your money mindset blocks, because we can do another seminar. I have 2 things I think I'm going to work on. I don't want to do too much at one time because that's how you get scattered, like I've said. But I think I'm going to plan another seminar for maybe even the fall. Maybe the fall. And then I think I'm going to do a 6-month group. All right, Mercury. A 6-month group coaching starting with not the next new moon, but the moon after the new moon after that. I think new moon in Leo, because it's about showing up. All right. The 2 of diamonds. Let's see what else. The 9 of clubs. We got that yesterday. But I feel like there's a different message in it today than there was yesterday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 4 of hearts. So when we're talking about doing the thing and seeing the 2 of diamonds, the 9 of clubs, and the 4 of hearts, it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Stop playing small. Stop playing small and stop thinking in terms of singularity. Look at who's already in your network, who's available to you to help you to move to the next level. That's what I'm saying. So it's like people always want to do everything by themselves. Like there's something that people feel like, no, if I do it alone, then everyone's going to consider me amazing and incredible. And yes, like I have wanted to do a review blog of events, places, things like that, but not just to be like, hey, y'all, check this out. Because I want to look at the organization. I want to look at the structure. I want to look at what is being provided to the consumer in order to, one, let people know where they ought to be spending their hard-earned money, and to help the businesses to improve if there's something that they need to improve on. So I have a friend who's already running a food blog in the area. So I'm looking at it like, okay, well, he and I can collaborate and work together. Not, oh, he's my competition, because I'm not reviewing any food. Like, not like that. Like, I'm probably not going to be like, oh, this meal was delectable. I'm like, what was the bathroom like? What's the parking like? What's the door person like? What's the music like? What is the chairs like? Did I feel like I was about to fall over? Was the spacing good? That kind of thing. Like, we're looking at where people should go to spend their money, essentially. So like, but I can work with him to find places, to have somebody to go with, and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm talking about. Instead of looking at, I need to do this thing, I need to do it by myself, look at somebody you might be able to collaborate with or who can help you. And even getting a coach or a teacher. If we're talking about how am I going to, because a lot of y'all are wanting to start podcasts, you're wanting to start video casts, you want to start YouTube, you're wanting to start, posting on social media, you're wanting to start spreading the message, and you're wanting to do that. But why are you trying to figure out how to do that by yourself? Like, I was struggling to figure it out by myself. And I finally did, of course. And I wasn't even by myself because I did have a couple of teachers on the way. But you have me as a resource for one. But there are a plethora of other coaches and teachers who will teach you how to tap into your higher self, how to bring that information from the 5D to the 3D, how to execute it in the 3D, how to manage your emotions, how to vibrate higher, and whatever it is that you're seeking to do, ask for help. Every book you read, if you're not able to take what you read in the book and then turn it into, boom, I'm doing it here, then you need help. And there's no shame in that, okay? But I just want y'all to acknowledge the fact that maybe that's why you're not where you want to be, because you haven't asked for help or you don't know how to. It's okay to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Like, I'm not the expert at everything, but some things, yeah, I know how to do. So when I have something that I don't know how to do, guess what I do? I find an expert and I speak to them. And if they require payment, I pay them. Because that is part of giving and receiving. Okay. Oh, I love this song. All right, so let's get more cards. So yes, to start, ask for help. That's how you get the thing done. And it might be that you need to ask for help from the divine. It might not even be that you need to ask for help from somebody in the physical. Could be that you are supposed to be connecting with your higher self to glean the information. And if you're avoiding what your higher self is saying to you because it doesn't match what you want to look like, be like, feel like in the physical, then it's time for you to have a death and rebirth experience, because your higher self is asking you to be your truth. And if you're refusing to be your truth because you want to continue to live in the lie, you're also not going to get very high. Hallelujah. Come on, rhyme. Thank you. All right. Got the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's giving bad boundaries. It's giving bad boundaries with self and others. Let's see the Moon card. Okay, what else? He is really out there working out. He has like a stick now, and he's doing this. I wonder if he's swinging his dick. You know, he was naked a couple weeks ago, so that's funny. I kind of been getting that, but he's just like, yeah, working out, but it's probably got his genitals flopping all on his on his legs. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Wands in reverse. And that's not to say that these cards aren't positive, but it speaks to what you have to overcome in order to get the thing done, if that makes sense. The Knight of Wands. I saw that Five of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. So first of all, in order to do the thing and get the thing done, you're going to have to take yourself seriously. And you're going to have to be brave enough to start small. You know, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't do the things that they want to do, is because they want it to be full grown already. But the day you plant the seed, and I've been saying this for a long time, but the day that you plant the seed is not the day that you enjoy the fruit. So why would whatever it is that you're building be any different? Like I looked at yesterday's video. This coffee is all over this mug. Y'all please don't judge me. I looked at yesterday's video and we had 37 views, which, okay, that's not like hundreds and thousands, but it's up from before I put branding on this show. Before I put branding on the show, the max I think was maybe 16, and I don't even know how that happened because I put no tags, I put no thumbnails. The title was a song title, could have been a song title, I don't know what people were looking for. But it showed me too, like, okay, there is progress. That is progress, but I have to be okay with it being small numbers. You know, and one thing that one of my spiritual teacher and one of my friends, he's a psychic medium, Fernando, told me many years ago with the podcast, it doesn't matter if you have only 1 or 2 listeners. Do the best that you can do for those 1 to 2 people. And I will never forget that. And I share that with my students too. Do the best that you can do for the audience that you have. You know, and as you can see that my hair has gotten very big since yesterday, and I'll allow it because what else I'm gonna do with it is big. But yeah, so start small. Be okay with starting small, but show up for yourself and be consistent in your work. Consistently do your work. You gotta be able to show up. Hey, I'm here now, y'all. I'm here, okay? I'm here now. And I'm ready to do my work in order, because 8 Pentacles comes right after 9, to grow these Pentacles. Because right now, we got Pentacles in reverse, these 9 Pentacles in reverse. That means that it's small. You may not have even Ace of Wands in reverse. You may not have even started yet, but it's because you keep looking at it and wanting it to already be like this. It's not going to be there. It's not going to be there without you cultivating it and doing what? Your damn work. Okay, I'm done. But what it takes is a solid plan, a solid foundation for you to get from point A to point B. Like I just saw one of my comrades on Instagram on my branding page. He had posted, you can't keep creating content. You can't do blah, 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 blah without a solid plan. And that is so true. And so many people start businesses and they're like, I'm just going to go out there. Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know what they want? Do you know what they need? Do you know where their pain points are? Do you know what their struggles are in order for you to provide them with what it is that would ease that pain, that would clear that struggle, that would help to support them? That's what's going to make them say, I need this product. I need this service. So you have to know your target before you can do anything. Because otherwise you're just out there, and I said this and I wanted to make a video. My phone's actually crazy. But I see it like going to the gun range and not shooting at the target. You just shooting. But you want it to land on the target. How does that work? You have no direction. You don't know what you're supposed to do. So you just out there. And you won't let anybody help you because you feel like you're going to get a reward for struggling and for doing it yourself. If I figure this out on my own, man, I'm going down in history as the most intelligent genius there ever was. No, you probably going to die struggling with back pain because you need to let somebody help you. You're not even listening to the divine. Hey, get help. No, I don't need help. I'm going to go on YouTube. Yeah, and you can. But sometimes in order to execute, you need somebody to support you. That's what experts are for. Like I was talking to my mom yesterday, like we're renovating this house. And, you know, she was talking about how much it was going to cost to do this one thing. And I said, the thing about it is, it's like, first of all, we don't know how to do that. So we need an expert. But think of how much time it would take for us to, one, learn how to do it and then try to fumble through it ourselves. When we could spend the money to pay for the expert, that would equate to the time that we would spend doing it ourselves. So you might need to get some help to do your work, like I said already. At least to find the direction in it. All right, what's next? I love you. La 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 me. I love this song. What else? I feel like I wanted to talk about this the other day anyway, so maybe I'll say how to ask for help. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, oh, well, I think people are looking for this, or people are, I mean, that's not how I'm doing it. I'm just putting out there what I feel like Spirit is asking me to put out there in regards to, you know, la 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 la. I love you. Temperance in reverse. Let's see, that's 10. Ooh. Oh, damn. What is that about? We got the double 10 of swords in reverse. Look, man. If we don't change, I just got to set this out here for a second. This is too much for me. It's too much for me. If you don't change, you never get to grow. And I said this on TikTok actually, but it's like this. You're going to ask for change. I no longer, like, let's say you're trying to set better boundaries. I no longer want to accept this and this from these people. And you're very adamant about it. You're very clear. You've prayed. You've said this is what it is. You've talked to your higher self. It's on. Then 5 minutes later, the person you can never say no to enters your experience. hey man, I was just wondering if you could do this thing that's probably going to take you a long time, and I really don't want to pay you for it. I know you're an expert and people pay you, but hey, can you do it for me for free? What you gonna do? Barbecue or mildew? If you don't say no, guess what? You have to keep learning how to say no. You're gonna get another opportunity. You're gonna get another opportunity to say no. Because you are telling the universe, I am ready to do this thing. And then when opportunity comes for you to do what you said you were going to do, you don't do it. So they're going to keep giving you opportunity to try, because you're not going to get new experiences until you make a new choice. So the first time you say no, you're going to feel liberated, first of all. But additionally, you're going to get more of that, which is once again, more opportunities to say no. But once you have shown you know how to say no and you know how to stand up for yourself, you'll stop having those kinds of experiences, because people will know better. They won't keep coming to you and saying, oh, I know I can walk all over this person. I know I can get over on her because she always gives in. Every time I call him, he be over here. All I got to do is hit him up. No, not this time. Not no more. And they'll stop. But you are the one that has to make the change in order to change that wave. Otherwise, it's going to continue to be the same thing. 9 of Swords in reverse. Just can't boogie no more. That's a jam too. Boogie no more. And I could not do my dance yesterday because my sciatica was like, no ma'am. Because I've been working at that house with my mom, and like I was just doing too much bending. And my back was like, miss, I guess you thought you were young. I don't know. And like I haven't worked out in a long time, so I'm not in excellent physical shape, which is one of my goals for the year, is to get back to the gym for real. Especially since I'm paying for it. Might as well go. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. But this all goes back to, I think, showing up for yourself. Really. You know, how to show up for yourself, how to stand. Look at the devil card over. Get out of that devil. Oh my God. And the 9 of Cups in reverse. Showing up for yourself, not showing up for yourself. Giving into that dark energy. Being overcome by it. Feeling like a martyr. Saying out loud, these people never going to respect me. What you mean? Do you respect you? Do you love yourself? Are you an important person to you? I mean, it's up to you to define that for others. Hey, this is how we treat this person. Thanks for coming. If you need any information, pick up a pamphlet on the way out. You know. Get down. Get down. Get down. Okay, one more. 6 of Cups in reverse. Okay. So lastly, of course, we see Temperance in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 6 of Cups in reverse. So in order to do the thing, we got to ask for help, and you got to be willing to start small. Okay. But I think the most important thing here is recognizing how your imbalance, your personal imbalance, just like we talked about yesterday, the lack of self-love and the lack of joy and gratitude in this experience keeps you from moving forward. The 9 of Swords, I feel like I talked about this. I'm not sure if it was yesterday or the last week, but it's like being kept up at night, you know. It's like not being able to rest, really feeling overwhelmed by your physical experience. And it's supposed to do that because they're wanting you to change it. But what happens is people will go and pray for change, and then they never do anything in the physical reality to make that change That's something that you're going to hear me talk about regularly. And it's because, back to the front, of laziness or a lack of ability to take your time. You want to hurry it along. It has taken me, what is it, 2022? 3 years, 3.5 years to change my life from what it was to what it is now. And this is my foundation. So this is not even where I'm going. This is my foundation. But it took me that long. You see what I'm saying? And I was frustrated and impatient because I wanted it to be right now. I wanted to be right now. I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to do. I still have a lot of people I have to network with and meet in order for me to go where I'm going. Because it takes a network, baby. It's not just you. It's you have to be open to all opportunity that is going to take you from this point to this point, okay? This 6 of Cups in reverse indicates that you do not feel good and you don't like your life as it is because it doesn't feel good. You're at an imbalance. But the responsible party for making the change is you. So use this full moon energy to make that shift. I want to release misery. I want to release complaining. I want to release looking at the glass half empty. I want to bring back, because remember, every time you release something, you got to bring back something. I want to bring back joie de vivre. I want to bring back the zest for life. I want to bring back the childhood essence of enjoyment. I want to have fun. I want to play. I want to experience life. I want to taste the juiciness of life. And that is going to motivate you to do the work. That's going to motivate you to do the work. Putting yourself in the right energy. Putting yourself in the right energy is going to motivate you to do the work. And it's a long journey. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a long journey. That's why I always call it the long journey, because it is not a short journey. It's a long journey. And there are many things to be learned on the journey. If you disrespect everybody that you run into, respect yourself. It's the journey to self-respect. It's the journey to accountability. It's the journey to responsibility. It's the journey to excellent boundaries. It's the journey to self-love. That's all it is. Once you get there and you like, you know what, I want to see this person be successful, and you will be successful. So I've been suggesting to everybody, writing a letter to yourself at this full moon from an honest perspective in regard to where you haven't been good to you, where you haven't been good to somebody else, and decide what you want to be in that space. What is a better version of you? Write it down and then burn it. And when the opportunity comes for you to be the new version of yourself, you do it. That's how you show that you're serious. Hey, hey. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. My goodness. When it comes to setting boundaries, that's another aspect of boundary setting. Forge, don't follow. Hallelujah. But your energetic boundaries, like, he is naked. Am I taking on the other party that is in front of me? Is this their energy? Is it even my energy? And if you start to notice that you're feeling somebody else's energy, guess what? That means that you're sensitive. Congratulations. You only know what this person is feeling, so you can either help them or avoid being around them if it's too much. So you got to build a shield for yourself so that you know how to say, okay, this is not me. I'm just going to sit here, or I'm going to leave, whichever one you choose. But you do not have to absorb everything these other parties are feeling, and so you can lay down and be like, oh my God, I'm so full of negativity. It's not me. It's not me. It's Johnny. Well, do you have to do that? You're choosing to be the sponge for negativity and to keep carrying with you. Do you have a routine or a ritual for energy clearing? How you bring yourself back to you? You got to have it. Especially as a sensitive. If you don't, you'll be holding on to everything that everybody else is bringing you, and you'll be complaining and talking about it and sharing that and spreading that shit around like a damn poison. And guess what else happens? You don't get to move forward and you don't get to grow. Ain't nobody gonna give up. Respect yourself. That's it. Respect yourself. And I was thinking that this morning. I was like, maybe I should play that song, but I didn't choose it. But look at it here anyway. Lifting the veil. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Hell yeah, let's read that one. I've never even seen that card. God damn, get away. Shit. Tell you what. The yard don't need to be cut that damn bad. Alright. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so that we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are and how you've grown. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the scene. Oh, okay, because they said empathic starseed, and then they're giving us information. Are here to lift the veil between the seen and the unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. Okay, so just like I was saying about writing the letter, put it on paper. I don't like this. I've been doing this wrong. This person didn't deserve this from me. I didn't deserve this from me. And then underneath it or next to it, write what you gonna do, like you're already doing it. I no longer blah, 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 blah. I operate like XYZ, and take a picture of it and then burn it so that next December, so in December, you can check to see, all right, so am I ready to now set, because that's what happens. Like, we gotta be real about it. It takes about 6 months for you to work yourself up to the point where you can now actually execute the thing. So you'll have a chance at the new moon in Sagittarius to set a really clear and solid intention on what you're trying to clear space right now for. So if you set a new moon intention in Sagittarius at the last new moon in Sagittarius, and you said, I want to XYZ blah, 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 or I am doing blah, 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 however you write it, it is preferable for you to write it from the perspective of already doing it versus I want to. You'll see the space clear right here for you to start actually doing what it is that you said you were going to do back there. Okay, so that's how it works. It's like a 6-month cycle, but I really look at it like it's a year. So what were you saying last June? What was your, I'm doing this for me. Now is the moment to be true. Okay. All right. So yes. What's next? One less egg to fry. Maybe some of y'all broke up with somebody. Or you made good on your promise to not stand for whatever it was they were giving you. Maybe somebody lost the opportunity to love somebody they really love because they were full of bullshit. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. And like, I have some familial things going on. I'm not going to tell it all. But I'll say that the people involved in it, this has been coming for decades. It's been on the way for decades. You know, your present reality, where you are right now, where you're wanting to move out of, you built this. We built this city. Head ass. We built this. You built it. You did it. It's like this because of you. And only you can fix it. But it takes honesty and introspection. You know, it takes honesty and introspection for you to really figure it out and situate it. You can't cry and complain and ask people for help and support to fix shit that you created. That's not our web to dismantle. Building to dismantle, demolish. Resilience. Ooh. Burn away the past. What I say? What I say? Okay. The girl of resilience is relaxed. Just posted up in the woods or somewhere among trees or something. She impassively stokes and stirs the flames of her past at her feet. In her crowded room of memories, she fans the flames without fear of letting go of events, ideas, people, and places that once defined her. She is comfortable in her room and is not leaving her space. The smoke does not overcome her. The window is open and a branch of the tree of life reaches in to guide her always to heightening clarity and wisdom. When resilience appears, it is time to stoke the fires of your past and release what no longer serves you. Know that to rise like a phoenix, it is necessary to dive into the flames. Be warmed and confident in the light that comes from burning away and releasing the bad and the good of the past. Release it all to be reborn with the inner flame. So I guess I remain the same. Do not listen to Otis right here. No, we do not remain the same. It is time to change. It is time to change. We got the Ten of Swords here twice that we saw. We saw it twice. Have that death and rebirth experience. And if you don't know how to do that, baby, you need to ask me for help because I know how to be reborn. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's a beautiful thing. And no, it does not feel good at the beginning because you've only been used to you. Who you were, the life you had, you've only been used to that. You're not used to positivity. Like, that was the hardest thing for me to do, was to not carry that negative shit with me everywhere. And that's not to say that I don't still get down sometimes and frustrated, because I do. But the truth is it's just like, you have to be okay with hurting a little bit to start. You know, like I am willing to experience the pain of having my past or shedding the skin that I had before, letting that be torn away from me in order for me to build something fresh. And the fear comes in is because we don't know what to expect from this, what's created in the space, what's going to grow here. But I'm looking out the window, naked neighbor is watering this bush, right? And we had this really lovely, like, well, he had, I guess, but we had this really lovely citrus tree. And I used to love to take pictures in front of it. And after that freeze, they had to rip it up. And I was sad because it was in an empty space. But whatever he's growing right here, he's watering it every day. And I'm watching the bush grow. And I'm looking forward to standing in front of it taking pictures. And that's kind of how life is. Like, when things are no longer serving you or no longer stable, not holding you up properly, you have to let it go. Put something new in this space. And the beauty of what's new, it's generally an improvement on what you were refusing to let go of. You know, be that mindsets or he is ass naked. I just saw his ass for real. God, he's wearing shoes and no clothes. He's been out there for 30 minutes. I can't deal with this. I'm about to start closing my window. Intuition. I lost my train of thought. Okay. This card encourages you to trust your inner guidance and to embrace the intuitive wisdom that resides within your soul. By drawing this card, you are being urged to honor your sensitivity at all times. Remember, we also got empathic starseed here. And to prioritize your premonitions and hunches above practicality and logic. This isn't a time to be influenced by others' opinions or to betray your inner guidance in order to fit in. Instead, you must trust your intuition, for it will never let you down. You are now being encouraged to spend quiet time alone. Nature and the outdoors, you could go on over there with him if you want to, will enhance your connection to Source and align your soul with Mother Earth. Hallelujah. Likewise, regular prayer, meditation, listening to beautiful music, mindful breathing, and exercise such as yoga or I don't know how to say that. I'm not going to try. Will enhance your intuition and helps your clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant abilities. When you're indecisive and unsure, always go within, for your intuition knows the path that serves your greater good. When you trust in yourself and your connection to the divine, you will synchronistically be led where you need to be. Exactly. So, like, that's why I said, sit with yourself and write the real letter. If you just let yourself write it, so much truth is going to come out. You're going to be like, I didn't even know I was doing this bullshit. I didn't know I was even doing this bullshit. And you're going to be mad at somebody like, why you let me do this? Did you see this? How foolish I look. You let you do it. You let you do it. You cannot blame other people. So you got to come to the understanding of how you got here so you can get out of it. Tomorrow we're going to talk about giving and receiving. We got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to talk about unnecessarily lording power over others. We're going to talk about being in a space where you feel like you need money and people can manipulate you with money and things, because that is dangerous. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I'm already knowing. Just looking at that card. That's the card that aligns with my sun sign. And I met people like me, born at the time of me, and they just, it's giving so much Ebenezer Scrooge, but also like really awful manipulation. Okay. Knight of Cups, I think. On a turtle. Whatever. All right. A woman pours water on her turtle companion. She knows that he needs the moisture to survive. She is generous with her share of water. The compassion this woman has will guide her. If she did not help the turtle, she might not be able to get where she wants to go. Her chalice full of water helps to sustain the pair. They stand on an island that has water. It is off in the distance and seems hard to reach. This card tells us that helping others in their time of need is always a just cause. Meanings: rescue those in need, having compassion, slow down and enjoy. Slow down and enjoy. Going back to your joy and recognizing that it takes time to cultivate something, and partnership and collaboration. This lady is working with the turtle. She's not saying, well, how can I misuse the turtle? How can I get this turtle to do what I want it to do? No, she's like, I know what the turtle needs. I'm going to give it what it needs so that it can do what it does best. And I can just do what I do, which is ride this motherfucker and pour water on its back. You know, and that's how we're going to get where we're going. So, like, I mean, just like I said, tomorrow, there's definitely a message here about doing what's right for yourself and for the people around you. And if you haven't been doing right, if you haven't been treating people with respect or yourself, now's the time for you to fix that. Okay. All right. So I'm leaving. I will see you later. Don't be a self-hater. As always, I forgot to tell y'all to like and subscribe, but we did get 2 new subs yesterday. So we're up 5, and I'm looking at continuing to grow. So yes, if you need anything from me, all the links are below, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.